You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
Thoughts on the game last night as a Niners fan? I would rather play the Rams than the Seahawks because we have shown over time we've got the Rams number. The Seahawks have always been bastards for us, the Niners. So I would rather try to draw the Rams instead of the Seahawks, even though Russell Wilson's not there in his heyday, and he's really what gave us fits.
Yeah, it seems like Matthew Stafford is probably going to win his first MVP.
I'm going to disagree with that. He probably will win it, but look at my title there. That should be MVP there, right there, Bo Nix.
You know what? Thinking of this too,
wait,
Bo Nix,
on.
No.
Now, take the Broncos blinders off. I mean, look. I'm going to keep it real. Drake Maye has had a much better year than Bo Nix. Stop it. And I'm not even hollering for Drake Maye right now. Matthew Stafford's got this thing.
He probably does have it.
Come on. I understand you love the Broncos. I get it.
Getting at the moment is absolutely out of control.
Dude, Bo Nix has sucked in a bunch of games this year. He hasn't been good until the last half of fourth quarters. Now, he's gotten good as of late, but boy, he had some stinkers early on. We can't ignore that. Now, Drake Maye has been consistent. Rhodes. Matthew Stafford's been consistent. I think it's a two-man race. I mean, who else do we have, really? And I'm not trying to come down on you because I know it's the Broncos, blah, 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 but no, man, it can't be Bo. Do I think
the man's getting?
Do I think Bo Nix eventually might put himself in that position? Yeah, but I just don't. I definitely don't think he's there right now. I mean, some people were saying after 4 or 5 games maybe they got it wrong at franchise quarterback. That was a conversation that was happening.
They never got that wrong.
Hey, Rhodes, remember I sent you a text message probably a few days back that the media now has completely abandoned Patrick Mahomes as the best QB. They have all anointed Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the NFL. And I told you, where have these people been the past 3 seasons? Because there's no doubt in my mind.
I'm okay with that.
Josh Allen has been better than Patrick Mahomes for 3 years.
Yeah. And by the way, for 2 of those years, Lamar Jackson was also better than him. I mean, just being honest, just being real.
And Joe Burrow too.
And Joe Burrow too when he's healthy.
When he's healthy. Yeah, Joe Burrow was the best QB last season.
Patrick Mahomes has not played good quarterback for going on 3 years now.
Since he lost Tyreek Hill, he ain't been the same.
Yeah, I shouldn't say good. I shouldn't say good quarterback.
He
hasn't. He
ain't been great.
I don't think he's been a top. He hadn't been a top 8 quarterback the last 2 or 3 years. He's been a top 12 quarterback. A top 12 quarterback.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. The concern is he's not even in his late 30s. Dude's been in his 20s. I believe he's 30 now, right?
Yeah. I'm going to be honest here, right? I think Joe Burrow will not be playing for the Cincinnati Bengals next year. I think he's either going to get traded or he's going to retire.
I don't think he's going to retire.
Man, I got to tell you, he made some more comments that were awfully he made some more comments like he's ready to get the hell out of town. That's a bad look. But I got to tell you, if you're the Bengals, I mean, you just re-signed and gave a bunch of money to both of those wide receivers to keep them for him. How do you really feel right now? You can't be happy after spending all that money to re-sign those two receivers to keep him happy, and he's still pissed. I mean, I wouldn't love that as ownership. I'd be like, well, what the fuck, dude? Because, I mean, I really thought they would let T. Higgins walk. or trade him, one of the two. They re-signed both of them. And don't get me wrong, Joe Burrow's great. We both think he's a top 3 quarterback, but let's be honest, he's been shit since he come back from that injury. He's not been good at all.
Yeah, he hadn't played a lot either. So it's not a big sample size, but yeah.
I mean, he's come back and he's done nothing but throw interceptions.
Organization as well. They're such a cheap organization as well.
And to be honest, Joe Flacco was playing better than him before they put him back in to start. So, I mean, that's not even a thing. Joe Flacco was balling out with the Bengals. And they put him back in. They started losing. And now, don't get me wrong. I'd have put him back in too. But, and the Bengals organization has always been cheap. Everybody knows they don't have a good history with
they've been
their
poorly run
scouting department. It's been a poor run organization, but evidently a lot of that has gotten better too. Like they've totally rebooted their scouting department. Their problem is now they look cheap on defense, because they didn't give Trey Hendrickson an extension. It took them forever to sign Shamar Stewart after they drafted him. And, of course, he looks like a bust on top of it, which is what you get for drafting a guy that barely played any college football. So I think Joe Burrow's just frustrated. And he's not dumb.
No.
He knows, well, Matthew Stafford's about to retire with the Rams. If you drop me on that team, what do you think happens? We win Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy, is he really great? You drop me on the 49ers, we do what? We win Super Bowls with Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah.
So I get his point. Also, when you got a guy like that, an elite head coach sure would look good, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
I think the Dolphins could be up for, but I this is one thing about Miami there now. I reckon they're going to swing with Quinn Ewers for a year or two, see how they fare up. Then go after either a top free agent or a top college prospect.
It's must see TV this weekend. I can't wait to watch it. I think that is going to be shocking. People do not remember that Quinn Ewers was the number 1 quarterback coming out of high school in the country. Number 1. He was the highest recruited, number 1 rated quarterback coming out of high school. Ohio State jumped on him, and then Texas got him away from Ohio State. Chris Sims said it yesterday. A year earlier, people thought Quinn Ewers was a first-round pick. Just a year earlier. And then he had some injuries at Texas that last year. He had some down moments. He dropped all the way to the 7th round. There's a world where Quinn Ewers is actually a guy. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
I think it's going to be very interesting. I think the Dolphins are going to swing with Ewers for at least a year.
Well, see,
and you might get about 7-8 wins out of it.
Well, think about it. He makes almost no money as a 7th round pick, and then that way they can keep Tua if they wanted to, or they can afford to eat the dead cap. And really, what I think is going to happen is it's going to be a repeat of what Sean Payton did with Russell Wilson, where they just say, fuck it, we're going to eat the dead cap money, cut him. We've got a guy that was in the 7th round, and then go out there and sign a backup quarterback of some kind, or they just keep Zach Wilson, who I wonder whether or not he could actually play under the right coach. Zach Wilson wasn't very happy this week, by the way, and I don't blame him. You know,
I don't blame. But the thing about it was that, like, it wasn't even good enough to be back up in Denver.
Jared, well, you got Jared Stidham there. You know,
yeah.
And to me, Jared's a borderline starter.
Do you know what I actually going to think, Rhodes? You know what I actually think with Jared Stidham? I think he's going to be a top head coach one day.
What should have happened is he should have stayed with the Raiders. You know?
Yeah.
And Josh McDaniels tried to re-sign him when they found out that Tom Brady wasn't coming to the Raiders, and he decided to retire randomly, and it was too late. Sean Payton had already jumped in and sent him that contract, and Stidham was gone. They got left over with Jimmy Garoppolo. So we got a Raiders situation in the chat. Jim, if you were the Raiders, would you trade the number 1 pick in the draft for Burrow? And if you were Cincinnati, would you pull the trigger and actually get Mendoza? No. If I'm Cincinnati, I'm not doing that. You know? Do you really think Cincinnati? I heard Cincinnati absolutely was not trading Joe Burrow.
Yeah, and plus you would need more than one first round pick. You need Burrow. You need 3 at minimum.
I heard
Russell Wilson. You're looking at Russell Wilson style deal.
Yeah, I heard Deshaun Watson. It'd have to be 3 1s, a 2, and a third. Now, whether or not that second and third be the same year, I don't know. You could do 3 1s and then scatter a third and a second over another 3 years, but it would be a.
I was actually talking to a Raiders fan yesterday, Rhodes. I was talking to a Raiders fan yesterday on the phone, very good friend of mine. And I asked him what's the situation, what do you want next year? And he'll say, no, that guys, get rid of Geno Smith. We'll take the 28 million or so dead hit on him. He wants Dante Moore over Mendoza. But what he'd like to do as well is get an experience so Dante Moore can learn behind him for a year. But he also wants Pete Carroll out. He wants Pete Carroll gone as well.
So my question would be, and look, they may actually naturally fall into Dante Moore. Are we honestly believe Geno just forgot how to play quarterback? I still don't get it. After 3 good years with Seattle, we just think he fell off a cliff? What other journeyman would you go sign that's not – you're not going to sign anybody as good as Geno Smith. Kyler Murray? Oh, Jacoby Brissett just took his job away from him and grabbed him by the throat and showed it to him. Said, I took your job away, Tiny Tim.
The Raiders got fuck all weapons. They only got Brock Bowers. And you might add Jack Beck to that as well. That late draft pick they got. The one that the brother died in that terrorist attack. Those two. Other than that, they've just got dog shit receivers.
Well,
I can guarantee you, the Raiders are going to go after a receiver in free agency.
They had a good one. His name's Jacoby Myers, and they let Chip Kelly trade him. By the way, he's balled out so much with the Jags. They just gave him a 2-year extension. He is killing it with the Jags.
60 mil. He got 60 million there.
Son of a bit. And when he hit the trade market, here's my problem. We're talking about teams that won't do shit for their quarterbacks. Jacoby Myers hits the trade market. What the fuck are you doing, Buffalo? How do you not go out and grab Jacoby Myers? Your team is dog shit at wide receiver. The Buffalo Bills have Allen and Cook, and that's the end of it. It's over. Nobody.
Right. That Broncos-Jags game is must-watch TV this weekend.
That could end up being like a 12-10 kind of game.
I don't care. I love good defense.
Look, Trevor Lawrence is going to have to be good for like the rest of this year, plus the playoffs and all of next year before I'm going to buy into him again. I'm out on Trevor Lawrence until he consistently balls out for like another season and a half. I'm not going to believe he's turned it around.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.